Oops. That's a little bit better. Hmm. Let me bring up these little guys. And those guys are big. All right. Oh, I would normally would put some music on, but today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna be listening to ambience tracks. Um, it's partially because I want to organize them, though I haven't totally decided how to organize them yet. So once we get some ideas, I'll make some folders, and I'll be doing that like on the side. Um, but that is why we will not have like music going this whole time. We'll just have weird sounds in the background. I don't know if I really need to listen to this one. Let's find one that's fun. We'll do magical flora. Do like 60%. Okay. What I remember, I had basically finished this. This was like the 10-foot pit, where the adventuring guild, we created a party member, and there's a revenant. This is the goblin hallway, the Etten room. Um, there was something special about this one. It was like broken rubble, uh, bugbears and stuff like that. But right now, basically, like the issue that I have is like this. Look, just, brother, brother, It's just not that interesting. It's like, look, you can't just have base hallways. Don't be wrong. To a certain level, yeah, there will just be basic hallways. But we need like some rocks on the ground. We need some scratch marks and some random footprints in places, and maybe some cobwebs. Um, so in that vein, I'm gonna look at a couple reference images, a couple maps, and I just need some ideas. I really need some ideas as to what to put in the hallways and stuff like that. So, what do we got? And tunnels is a crazy map. Okay. Random plant life like mushrooms and stuff isn't bad. I think that's part of the problem with mega dungeons is it's like it's so much just hallways. It's so much just hallways. Like what the fuck? Who the fuck just has this many hallways in anywhere? Um there's not a lot of places that have big halls like this. It's normally just like rooms and what will be inside of those. Here we go. Let's look at this. Yeah, it's just like floor cracks and stuff, and I guess we just need to do some minor stuff, really. Yeah, more of those like burnt out torches and stuff. We'll put some of those randomly. So used. Did that like somewhat. It was like the normal torch, but we changed the coloration to be gray, and it looked like ash. It was really nice. So we're gonna do that. We'll put that in random places throughout the dungeon. In the idea of like where we think adventurers might have gone to and possibly even perished. Excuse me, where the hell is the torch? I know, I know I used it. So far, this ambience is very normal. Really? Am I just blind? There it is. Alright, we'll do... see how that comes out. See? It just kind of looks like an ashy torch. Especially if we make it more gray. Less... yeah, let's just... that's not what I wanted to do, but... it's fine. I'm snapping the grid. I think I'm more... white. There we go. Nice and ashy. We'll just put some of those randomly, right? Okay, where's the start? This is the start. We're gonna start it off with just like one there. Players will be like, what's that? And I'll be like, it's a torch that's been burned out. I'll be like, oh, cool. And then it'll be a small clue signifier for people. You know what I mean? Anyway, tell me about it. Makes sense. What else would be good? Probably not here, because they wouldn't have random trash. That's what the goblins are gonna be. I am gonna have to find trash to put in there, though. That'll be a thing. Ooh, this will be good. I already did that. Ha! Ah, look at that, I'm already... oh, you know what? Maybe that does look pretty good. Let's do that. Oh, yeah. Because then whenever you put it down, it looks like it's... see, it's like... shh. Yeah, that's nice. Alright, anyway, I'm sorry. Back to my foolishness. Like their hideout. I don't think there really would be torches up in here. This is like hidden away, if I'm correct. And here is a rat. This is where the bricks all are. Yeah, here. Because that's where that dude's trapped in the closet. Alright, what else? What else is a good thing to just put in random hallways? Mushrooms. What kind of mushrooms, though? Nice orangey mushrooms? Oh, and then, yeah, we'll have to put dirt and stuff. That's a good idea. Use the sewer filth assets to do some dirt. Mushrooms would grow. Remember that it's moist, so I have a bunch of mushrooms in here. I'm actually touching the water. Just the moisture. That weird little whatchamacallit chamber. Some mushrooms growing here and even like out of the corpses. Okay. Yeah, mushrooms growing up. And make the different colored though. Almost would like to look up. Yeah, here we go. Let's do some different shape mushrooms so it looks more believable. Growing out of the goblin filth. Just, just feels right. All right. Fungal flora, kind of mid. The madding crowd. Hmm. Ooh, that's kind of nice, actually. Keeps his rags clean. Wish there's a way to like make this dirty without making it. Oh yeah, you know what? That's a good idea. Where they would like have been like moving and standing in the area. Yeah. And then we need like pots, like chamber pots for the bugbears. Whoa. Oh, biotech stuff. That's cool. All right. Pots. Ooh, maybe. Crowd audio. This is literally just crowd audio. I don't know. I expected. kind of like the idea of this for like, yeah, like right here near the doors. I'm like doors, the doors swing here, scratch marks basically. And I think just for my own purposes, it doesn't have to be the way the doors actually would work. But I'm gonna have it to where the doors like are basically spring loaded. So like you open them, they close, you know, afterwards. Like you gotta like hold them open. Each time you go through a doorway, you know, you're not just leaving the door open unless you find a way to, unless they find a way to keep them open. I feel like that would add some interesting choices as far as like how am I gonna deal with this combat situation. Oop, that was the wrong way, wasn't it? Oh, it's also the wrong way. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of doors in this fucking dungeon. Supposed to be doors there. Do you... I think there are doors there. Now I'm unsure. Okay, hold on. Crap. Let me bring up map. Okay. Here we go. Level 1. Level 1 doesn't even have a name. It's just Dungeon Level 1. Oh man, the art's good though. The freaking Manticore, I like that. I'll have to figure out how to show you guys. Oh, hold on. Actually, should be as easy as. Hmm? There you go. All right, yeah, and I can just close out first. This is just Knight's art. Just want to show you that. This is the dungeon that they have in the book. So this is what I've recreated, essentially. Um, so because I wanted it to just like be an actual dungeon. This is mainly for functionality, but like I mean, it's all right. I think it's all right. One thing I was looking at though was doors. So doors there, so doors there. I can pop this window out. Hmm? Wait, what? I can pop this window out. Can I? Yeah, I can. Okay, so you guys have like a reference now for what I'm working on. Oops. For some reason, this thing does not like me zooming in. Anyway, um, I am looking for doors for this part. They are both secret doors, so I don't want to put a door down. Alright, that's fine. And then right here, there's a normal door. Ambience again. Alright, what else do we add? There's cobwebs. Like, we're gonna need webs pretty much everywhere in this thing. Find out which ones we like the best. So I'll take. Supposed to be doors here as well. Shit. One right there. Right there. Also one right there. I think I'm gonna delete. Excuse me. That one. Okay. I don't know why I didn't see that coming earlier, but also supposed to be a big ominous door there. I know I used it. Come on. And sometimes finding things whenever I've used so many different assets on one map. Statics. It is. Oh, there it is. It's literally right in front of me. I'm so freaking dumb. Alright. Okay. Yeah. What else can we add to the floors and stuff? I mean, I like the idea of random rocks, but is that actually gonna look good? I don't feel like it. I feel like it would look good if I do specifically cracks. You know? This, however, is super useful. In this way, whenever they go find that tunnel with the gelatinous ooze, it'll actually stand out for being like clean, you know? The rest of the dungeon ain't clean. Nobody cleaned in the dungeon. Filth building up, you know? Random vermins is running around. Where the hell is the door at? Come on now. There it is. Here. Okay. Yeah, the clean thing is down here. So this is going to be the area that's not doesn't have dirt in it. And so we need some dirt before it. Oops. And then whenever we start going back over the rooms, I'm going to start thinking from a tactical standpoint, how can we make this um, more enjoyable? Hold up. Change that. Switch over to the music side of his ambience. Um, this one. Nope, way too big. Hmm. Excuse me. And to like the really dusty cobwebs. That feels nice. We're gonna go with these a little bit more. Some places. Absolutely. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean I was using the transparent ones and like I like those too, but these I just feel like I don't know. This definitely feels more like it breaks up the monotony a little bit better. If I was to do this all over the place instead. Especially in like less touched places. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel like I don't want to do that one because I can't like if I'm gonna do that I want it to be removable. I'd rather do that like on like in Foundry. I'm just gonna absolutely cover this hallway in them so that the party gets really freaked out by it, even though it's gonna be harmless. Some more small ones up just like randomly around places. That it. Yeah. Mm, Still trying to decide on what I want to use music-wise and ambience-wise for the dungeon and stuff. Actually, the bugbears are trying to put that statue back together, so I shouldn't do that. They would have cleared those off. I'm excited to get past floor 1 and get into the more named sections, but I don't want to rush um, any floor of the dungeon and give this like a half treatment. That would be kind of whack. This hallway has to maintain, like, it has to be like super clean because of the gelatinous cube. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed my South American advertising. You're welcome. I was thinking about, should you even see this? You know, this is some real behind the scenes action you got going on right here, man. Not sure you should be looking at all this stuff.
I'm not gonna metagame. I've just taken screenshots of the entire dungeon.
All right, once I get really fucking crazy, I'll do the entire dungeon in an isometric, using my isometric assets. You know, I'll really, really fuck your guys' brains up with that one. Not. I mean, I could start today, but probably not starting today. But starting next weekend, I'm gonna be doing the homebrew stuff, or the hopefully we get to do it homebrew campaign we'll be doing soon. That'll be really good. It'll be like the whole thing from the ground up. You're looking at that. Oh, what do you got going on tonight? I don't even know if you're still there. You up to anything? You got to work in the mornings and stuff, or what? Absolutely. You want to do some Void Crew? I kind of want to take a break from this, but the monotony is making my brain do fuzzies. It is coming together though. I will say this shit's gonna be dope. Like I'm trying to consider it from the perspective of you guys won't be able to see any of this filler stuff, so you'll just be like walking through the dungeon. So I want to make sure to break that monotony up, but also make it like, you know, um, I got a bunch of stuff to surprise you with, so it'll be good. Yeah, let's boot up Void Crew. Sounds good. Change my stream avatars. My sci-fi ones.